Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to State 48 Turtle and Tortoise. I'm using a new gimbal filming device thing. It's supposed to give me a little more stability, so I apologize. I'm trying to figure this out on the fly with you guys. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. Today we've got a video for you, giving you guys an update. As you guys saw in the thumbnail and title, I was gone for literally 9 days, 10 days, and the animals had to be cared for while I was gone. And you know what? I've got a person that comes and takes care of the animals while we're gone. She absolutely crushes it. But we've got to check and make sure everything is in tip-top shape when we get home from our vacation. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this. We're gonna start here with the animals all inside the building, give you guys an update on everyone, let you know how they're doing. I might snake you guys a hint of an animal that I haven't revealed yet. We'll see. But guys, first and foremost, we're gonna jump into our pond right here, which is absolutely doing great. Everyone is doing so good in here. We've got the Razorbacks and something super cool. I don't know if the camera's gonna catch it or not. We've got baby guppies. The guppies have reproduced already. It's been 2 or 3 weeks. We've already got 10 or 15 guppies in here from the original ones that we started with. We've got these turtles in here. That little Razorback musk is hilarious because he consistently stays on land, which I'm totally fine with. I guess I just don't understand it. I don't know if you guys can see these little bugs. They're not bugs that cause problems, but bugs, these little gnat things, these little bugs from all the substrate that we have in all of the enclosures, down here. If any of you guys have hints on how to get rid of the bugs, please let me know. They're not like bugs that cause problems to the turtles or tortoises by any means, but man, do they bug me. Get it? They bug me. Drive me insane. Cinder's a good kitty. She's doing good. Anywho, turtles and tortoises are doing great. As you can tell here, got a lot of animals. We have got to get them fed, get some lettuce. I don't know if I showed you guys this, but look what we've got. We've got a Samsung refrigerator. Hey, look, you guys can see my new gimbal. Look at that. You see that? It's pretty neat. Pretty neat, huh? Look at that. Woo! Anywho, sorry guys. I'm kind of geeking out over this because I don't know how to use it, but I think it's going to be cool. Keep the shot a little more stable. People always complain about how fast I move the camera. This will definitely reduce how fast I can move the camera. But look at this. If this ain't a turtle fridge, I wouldn't know what is. Not a single soda in here yet, guys. Not a single one. Just a bunch of lechuga. Bunch of lettuce. We've got to get some lettuce out. Go ahead and gather this up here. Cinder always loves to come over whenever I'm doing this stuff. I don't know why. I think she thinks that like the lettuce has to do with her, but she always comes over. It's funny, this is actually the exact same fridge I have in my house, believe it or not, and I don't actually like it very much, but I got this puppy for 200 bucks, Facebook Marketplace. Perfect, and I'm gonna run water, a water line under there to there, so I can actually get some water in this thing. Pretty freaking excited about it. Let's go to my staging location here. This is where we set up everything right here. There we go. Got everything set up there. Got some lettuce. This place is a mess. I need a mop in here. Let me grab a bin real quick. I'm learning how to use this gimbal as we're on the fly. Grab a bin for trash. Here we go. So this is kind of my routine of when I get back from being out of town. We'll come in here, grab all this old lettuce out that's trash, get rid of that. We need to change out waters. These guys got a really good soak the other day, so we'll just put that on top. Get out any old heads of lettuce. The girl that watches our stuff, if you're in Arizona and you need some help watching your animals who got out of town, highly recommend slide into my DMs if you have any questions. Guys, she takes care of all of our animals, from the horses, to the turtles, to the tortoises, to the chickens, to the dogs. She's amazing, watches after her house, does everything. Absolutely the best. But let's go ahead and get these guys some lettuce. What I like to do is rip off a couple leaves. Whoa, how you doing? Forgot about this one. That's gonna be one of my keepers this year. I like to rip off a couple of leaves, which is kind of hard to do when I'm filming. But rip off a couple of leaves so they've got some fresh snackage going on in there. And then we just throw the whole head back here, and these guys go to town. They're really dirty. Something that's going to be on my list of stuff to do in the very near future is going to be to set up outdoor enclosures. I decided that I'm trying to invest in the infrastructure now in my turtle and tortoise adventures, business, whatever you want to call it. Invest in the infrastructure now so that way future breeding seasons and everything else can be so much easier. These investments that I've made this year in this gorgeous building, all these enclosures outside have been super helpful. But I think what I decided I want to do, because I love keeping sulcatas, especially in naturalistic environments, I think what I decided I'm going to do is build a bunch of hatchling rearing enclosures. If any of you guys watch me, you obviously watch Chris at Garden State Tortoise. He has been really crushing it in this aspect. He's got some hatchling rearing enclosures that I saw when I was there last month. And this is freaking hilarious. I gotta show you guys this. Look at that. Just climbing over the top of the head of lettuce. These tortoises have been absolutely amazing. Some of my favorites that I've had in the collection right now. There's some sulcatas in here because these are just normal sulcatas. They are actually moving on to their new home very, very soon. But Chris made some really cool hatchling enclosures with lids. We're gonna do the exact same thing because frankly, it's due time. I love keeping tortoises in natural enclosures. I'm a firm believer of having them outside. Having them in naturalistic enclosures is going to be the best option for them because, frankly, they can monitor their humidity levels better. They can monitor just about everything they do. They can just do it so much better as being outside. And I have found that I get the smoothest growing tortoises when I don't have pyramiding issues and all that when they are raised outside. And I actually did a test on this last year. It's probably a little bit high for you, but okay. I did a test last year because I really want, or maybe it was 2 years ago. Last year, 2 years ago. I don't remember, to be honest with you. I think it was last year. I took 2 fresh hatched sulcatas straight out of the ground, not out of the ground, out of the incubator. And what I did is I put them in right away outside, in an outside enclosure. Similar diet as these tortoises get, maybe a little natural browse like grass and stuff like that. But guess what? Smoothest shells I've ever had. It's not my proudest moment, but I get these tortoises that grow pretty smooth indoors, but they do get a little bit of a pyramiding no matter how much I try, and it drives me crazy. This is a very healthy tortoise. But it drives me crazy because they do get a little bit of pyramiding. I'm not perfect, guys. I'm not. I promise. I know I seem like I'm perfect, but I'm not. And so I want to get them outside as soon as possible, get them established for a month inside, and I want to have them all in outside enclosures. So we can avoid this. They can be more naturalistic. I can feed natural weeds and grasses and things like that, so that way they can have their best lives. That's my goal for my tortoises, is for them to have their best, most naturalistic lives. Got some fresh hatched tortoises here. Any of you guys interested? Got some 6 months old. Oh, I gotta adjust the camera here. Got some 6 month olds here. And then look at that. Some fresh hatched babies literally came out of the incubator yesterday. Absolutely amazing. I love hatching tortoises. It's been a really great season. If anyone has any interest at all in baby sulcatas and albino, normal, het for albino. Got a lot of het for albinos ready to go, doing great. I've got plenty for you. I've got a couple that I've shipped out already this year, well started. So if you're interested, let me know. I got 1 more head of lettuce to feed off here. I take that back. 2 more heads of lettuce. I gotta grab another head. I didn't realize I was short a head. Anywho, we've got to feed some more enclosures here. Got a lot of animals, a lot of tortoises. The hard part about living in Arizona is wanting to do all this when it's 110 degrees outside. So I'm gonna try and get started on some of those outdoor enclosures this week. But honestly, life is busy, work is busy. I run a business full time. I've expanded my business recently, and things keep me really busy. So, and then having all these animals we have to care for keeps me busy as well. So there's always that, guys. So be patient with me as we do things here at State 48 Turtle and Tortoise. Let's go ahead and put some lettuce in here, over here for you guys. And those guys are fed. Get some pellets. Get these guys fed right here. And it's fun to watch the musks eat, because they're not normally like a super heavy feeding species that would normally come up to the water as like readily. But you get all the guppies coming up. I know I'm kind of nerding out about these guppies, but there you go. I knew she was going to be hungry. I saw her coming up this morning looking for food. Absolutely amazing. Swallowing that food down. That's a really big common musk or stinkpot musk turtle. Normally they're not quite that big, I don't think. Kind of depends on the locale a little bit as well, but she's a big female. I've got a teeny tiny female somewhere else in here. We got a wood turtle coming up right here looking for some food. You're in the wrong spot, but I'll give you some food here anyways. Absolutely am loving this pond. I need to get some more set up. Look at the guppies chowing down. I've always wanted fish that reproduce, and so I'm super excited to have guppies because they reproduce so readily. Gonna feed these guys down here. All right, guys, getting these guys all fed. We had a little bit of a mishap while I was gone. Not blaming the person who watched my animals. This was my mishap. I had a random cichlid floating around in a different tank. I threw it in here. It killed every single goldfish and then proceeded to die. So that was a little bit of a fun surprise that I learned the hard way, although they were just feeder goldfish, and the turtles ate most of the remnants of those goldfish, so it's not that big of a deal, honestly. I'm not super mad about it by any means, but anywho, it happened. Nature of the beast, and that's the reason those fish are in there, to give them something to eat. So not super worried about it. My phone's probably gonna overheat quickly when we go outside, so let me show you Mr. This guy here. Sorry, slide that over. Oh, he's awake right now. Come on, Jimmy. Oh, he was awake. He's down in the water. He got some fresh water this morning. This guy, literally, I love him. He eats food. He's seemingly doing well, but man, does it stress me out not knowing his mannerisms and how he normally would be in act. Stresses me out for sure. Horses, everyone's doing great. Literally, the girl's name is Britta. She crushes it. She actually stays at our house for us and takes care of the whole farm while we're gone and does absolutely amazing. It's always so stressful going on vacation, not knowing if your animals are going to be cared for the way you would hope. And is this not the best time of day to be out here? Holy cow, the sprinklers just went off and everyone is out right now. I haven't seen this Burmese star tortoise in like probably a month. Look how beautiful this Burmese star is, guys. She's got so much yellow on her. She's just doing freaking phenomenal. Oh, I love how freaking beautiful this Burmese star is. So beautiful. You got the ivory doing great. You got the albinos doing great. Everyone's got great growth rings. We've got Rosie getting massive. I mean, look at the size of Rosie, guys. Let me get my camera adjusted. She was my very first albino I ever hatched, and she is a testament to her mother, who unfortunately passed away. But man, she's got ultra smooth growth. She lives in a massive burrow, pretty much full time. Let me see if I can find a good example for you guys of those smooth tortoises I was talking about. We got some cloud cover right now, so I'm actually not going to overheat too bad. This was just 100% het from last year. You can see it's got a little bit of pyramiding on it, unfortunately. But let me see if I can find one of the my experiment tortoises in here. Let me see. Ooh, look at there. There's Goku. There's Goku, one of his ladies. He's doing absolutely great. Absolutely phenomenal. I forget how tiny this guy is every day, but they are absolutely loving life in their green enclosures. Everyone's doing so great. One of the things people always talk about is how you cannot guess the gender of sulcatas when they're really small. This is like a 5 to 6 inch albino tortoise. I am like 99% sure that's a female. 99% sure. A button tail like that does not, and the curves on the anal scutes doesn't magically turn into a male. I've never had that happen, but this is a beautiful albino. I love this so much. This is the size, maybe a little bit bigger actually, than like the same size as Rosie, of tortoises that I got whenever I got my first 2 albinos. So it's always fun seeing that. We've got the Paradox albino sulcata right here, doing great as well, putting on some amazing growth. Look at the growth lines. so amazing. I'm sorry, this video is probably dragging out. I can't find those hets that are in here that I was mentioning to show you how smooth they grew, because the grasses in here are like insanely long. So I'll have to make another video of that sometime showing you guys that. I've talked about it in the past, but I haven't given any updates, but I still have those tortoises. Box turtles are doing great. Oh, they're out right now. Dang, I love this time of day. Sprinklers came on. So what they do is they get into this wood mulch and they dig around looking for worms. And they've learned that they can dig around and they find grubs everywhere. You can see trails all over in this stuff. And they dig for worms and grubs until they find them and they hunt them. It's literally amazing and I absolutely love it. Love my box turtles. Love everything about them. I'd love to get some more types of box turtles. I've got to get some that are temperate and enjoy the Arizona climate. My Western Hermans doing amazing. Sprinklers just on. And man, this is the perfect time to film, everyone. We got Tiny right here. Is this Tiny or is this Tiny? I think this is Tiny. Oh, this is Tiny. I was mixing you up with somebody else earlier. I'm sorry, Tiny, I was mixing you up with this one. This is a full-grown, reproducing female Western Hermans tortoise, Sicilian Western Hermans. Absolutely love Tiny. Got another one out right there. I'm loving these Western Hermans tortoises. There's another one over there. Another big female over there. Everyone's out right now. I don't really know. Oh, there's another one right there. It's so cool, everyone's out right now. I love this. The overcast and the sprinklers coming on really set everyone off right now. Absolutely excited about that. Super cool. Anywho, everyone's doing great. Brenna crushed it. Took care of the animals so well. I'm so grateful for her. Not really interested in the sliders. Nothing too amazing there. I might be moving some of them just because I just not as passionate about them. I don't really like breeding them. I don't know. They're just there. Take a look here. We've got my beautiful girl Jules doing amazing. Is she not getting absolutely like massive? Sorry if I'm not getting this angle right, but dude, she is huge. We got to measure her one day so I can show you guys exactly what she's weighing in at and inches and all the rest of it. Tortoises are loving their mud puddle. Loving life. As always, we got to flood the yard so these guys will stop digging. We got Champ, freaking Turd. We got Albie. He's finally putting on some beautiful growth lines. Wish he would start breeding though. That would be a great day. Yeah, everything's doing great. We got tons of chickens. We had a bunch of chicks hatch a week or two ago. Everyone's doing great. We didn't have any chickens pass away in the heat while I was gone. We've actually had a really lucky year. I think out of the 60 chickens I have, we've only lost like 2, which is amazing for how hot it gets here in Arizona. We've been having some record heat the past couple weeks, so super pleased with that. But yeah, guys, everyone's doing amazing. That's kind of going to be the update video for me back in town. We got some big rains while I was gone, which was really exciting. The animals love the rain. But I think that's where we're going to end the video, guys, on the update. If you made it this far, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Appreciate your guys' support. Appreciate you guys always watching the videos and sharing and commenting. You guys are absolutely awesome. I got some cool photos of these tortoises today. Oh, you can see one down in that burrow. I don't know if you guys can see it from there, but those tortoises are getting massive. The thing I love about some of these closures being so naturalistic is I don't see certain tortoises for 3 to 4 months or a month, whatever it is, and then I see them and they've gotten massive. So it's a lot of fun. We're gonna end our video here in the reptile room. I don't know where the cat went. She's sleeping somewhere. But you guys are awesome. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate you guys always showing your love for me. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.